AkronHipHop.com, the Reporter, newspaper, online.com, hard copy. This cat Israel with Akron Local News. I'm there. Back everywhere. You said it one more time, just in case you didn't hear me the first time around. Honest, fair, back everywhere. Speaking of black everywhere, see where I'm at right now, at the office right now, but to give you the good old news from an Akron perspective. So, go to your phones, computers, to reporternewspaperonline.com, so we can tackle these articles real quick now. Let's get to it. The first article we're going to touch on is the title's called "Today is the 1-year anniversary of the killing of Breonna Taylor, justice still being sought." Now, just recently on 3/13/21 is the 1-year anniversary of the killing of Breonna Taylor. Benjamin Crump, did his thing talking about what happened, that she was tragically killed in her home, and they're still seeking for justice, for Breonna Taylor, and trying to eliminate no-knock warrants. Now, if you don't know what a no-knock warrant is, it's basically give the police authorization through a judge to kick in a suspect's door without telling the suspects that they're coming, basically. They're just kicking the door, and whoever they find, they arrest, and they can come any old time. And then I think, no-knock warrants, like other police procedures, are being abused, in my opinion, because the no-knock warrant in particular was designed for emergency use, like exigent circumstances, where it's like an emergency where they have to break protocol to save a life or what have you. So, I agree. So, saying that, we're going to get to the next article, which is Kirk Franklin, cousin's out son, who leaks explosive audio. Now, we all know, you got kids out there, especially they teenagers and grown, has your little conflicts or what have you. Now, Kirk Franklin is not immune to that. And just recently, he had a little beef with his son a little bit, which for some reason his son recorded him. And Mr. Kirk Franklin was being heard sound like Plies now. Cussing a little bit at him, calling him a BAN, a band, among other things. And in my opinion, I feel like he was provoked for doing that. I don't know, the history between, his father and son, but being as a personal matter, I know I had issues with my father too. So I wasn't recording, that's kind of weird, but hey, he's human, and people talking about he's not a Christian because he cussed. I mean, come on, really? I mean, it takes something that simple to kick you out of the kingdom of God. I think that's a little excessive, Now, you don't want nobody to open up your closet and see what you've been doing. So now stop judging people. Man, just a father and son argument. My goodness gracious. What more do you want? Man, my goodness gracious, man. I just, I on y'all high horse and stuff. Don't make no sense now. I'm saying that, next up is we're going to touch on another article, which is called "Gayle King Claims Meghan Has Receipts to Support Royal Racism Claims." Now, if you know, recently Meghan and Prince Harry was interviewed by Oprah. Oprah, she always did some stuff, ain't she? And Meghan accused the Sussex, I might mess that up, but basically the Royal British Empire racism. And she also said that Prince Harry and Prince Charles, with his father and son, once again, I stopped, taking calls from one another. They've been arguing, beefing too. And she basically saying that they were cut off financially, and her son Archie, which is like Ray Griffin, by the way, was cut off from his title and not receive protection. Accusation is accusation. To me, it's still a family matter, but it is kind of messed up that they, that it seems that the British Empire racist, with RAYSIS, racist, messed up, man. I'm a James Bond fan. I feel some kind of way now. Like, James Bond can't be black either. So, I mean, what's going on? England, the Empire. Now I see why James Bond ain't came out yet. Cause I gotta tell you, y'all messed up, man. Like, seriously. Like, quit and bring the movie out for once, too, man. We can wait 2 years, 2.5 years. Like, really? I don't know. But, hey, saying that, we're gonna get to the next article now, which I want to give a big shout out to the boxing legend, the marvelous Marvin Hagler. Yeah, he had recently just passed recently. They're trying to still figure out what he passed of, but could be natural causes. We're going to see real soon. But he's a boxing legend in the game, baby. He fought Sugar Ray Leonard. You know what I'm saying? One of the greatest fights of all time. Another one he fought against Tommy the Hitman Hearn, was one of the best first round boxing matches I've ever seen. I mean, it was a slug fest. I mean, you know, I know I fight southpaw when I was fighting a little bit, so I always liked southpaw fighters. Man, they was, whew, man, I don't want to be in that ring with them slugs flying. I'm just saying, but man, hey, he was a great fighter. He fought 67 times, 62 wins, and 52 wins by way of knockout. Yeah, he lost a few times too, a couple of draws, but hey, man, I love the 80s boxing. From Tyson, you know, Tommy the Hitman Hearn, Marvin Hagler, they always throwing slugs, man, for real. So they RIP to the legend. So in saying that, if you have other questions or comments, feel free, hit us up on timeline. Don't forget to like, click, and share. AkronHipHop.com, ReporterNewspaperOnline.com. Subscribe to the hard copy now. You know what I'm saying? You're getting our deals for the year. And look us up on Akron Hip Hop TV on YouTube. So in saying that, it's Cat Israel with Akron Local News. I'm fair. Black everywhere. It's like boxing now.